Hello and welcome back to Eclipse RP. So, unfortunately, I have quite a complicated stuff that went on stream last night. I know recently there's been a lot of stream clips for videos, kind of. I think the next video, or actually for sure the next video, is going to be a full actual video and not just stream highlights as well. Turn that off for now, but. A lot of stuff has happened since the last time, or since the last episode. Mainly being that the Wanted, the short way to say it, I guess, would be that the Wanted has been infiltrated by at least, I'd say 1 to 3 moles. Again, we're still working out what exactly happened and exactly how it happened. I do have a list, which I'll put on screen now if you want to pause the video and read through it, of the stuff that did occur during the stream, which there was a lot of different stuff. And if you want to go check out the VOD, it will be in the description. But I'm going to go kind of over the list, and I'll try to include some pictures or some clips from the stream to go along with it. But starting off, again, we have quite the long list here. I'm not sure if this explanation is going to be one whole video or if I'm going to cut it together with another one, depending, I guess, on how long it takes to explain this. But basically, in short, I might as well drive around while we're doing something. Might as well do something. But in short, we had quite a few problems all throughout yesterday, and we kept trying to figure out what was going on. Eventually, it led to basically Oksana, which is one of the people in the Wanted. Her and her sister was Lola as well. But Oksana kept getting threatening texts, which were kind of in riddles. And again, I'll try and freaking get the clips from the Twitch stream, but it might be a little hard to get, just because it was ended up being a almost 8.5 hour stream, I'm pretty sure. So it's gonna have to take a while to look through it, but I'll really try and get some clips or at least pictures to go along with what I'm talking about. But so Oksana had some threatening text, which I'm gonna try and get it from the stream right now, and I'll put that on screen right now so you guys can watch that little clip. You need to flex that shit, maybe. I want to get like a micro instead. I don't like the shotguns that much.
I get
arrested, bro. I got
him. Shut the fuck up.
You got him?
Are we ready?
Yep.
Alright, it says, a knife in the dark is what torments their mind. What has failed to start cannot be taken in kind. When the wind blows wry,
I'm pretty sure I got a message like this a while ago.
Take your eyes to the sky and let the Valkyries play.
That's the fucking.
I swear I got some. So after that happened, hopefully I found the clip and that played. We found out that CIT, which is a kind of a secret organization that was formed after Vahan, which is the leader of the Wanted, left. I forget what clan or what gang he was in originally, but he left that gang, and basically that gang got disbanded and they formed CIT, which is a completely secretive organization. And what they've been doing for, I think they did it like 8 months ago to a year ago, is they would kidnap higher-ups in the Wanted and torture them, kidnap them, all that stuff like that. So we found out that they are back in town. Apparently they come to town every couple months or something like that, but they're super secretive. Apparently they've been working for months to infiltrate the Wanted. So that's one of the main reasons that we knew we had a mole. They basically had said it, and we also, whenever we switch our frequencies, which we have a whole system for it, it's pretty complicated. The second we switch our frequency, whoever is the mole gives out the frequency to a third party. I forget what her name is, but she always instantly joins, so we know that we definitely have a mole, and our frequencies, basically whatever we do to do it, is basically compromised every single time. So after we found out that the CIT were back in town, hopefully I'm going to have a clip or two for that as well.
Plain and simple, it wasn't
Just north of Who's that talking on?
Hey, split. We're
That's
gonna have to
Ivor.
solo split because there's only 2 of us.
Who's that?
God damn it, I'm an idiot. It's got another freaking
Where are
ticket.
they?
Holy shit, I was not paying attention.
On West Highway.
I just got another ticket. Oh my god, we just got 4 grand in tickets. Oh my, oh my god. My mind just blanked there and I went through all the freaking speed cameras. That was great. That was fun. That was a fun experience. Just got 4 grand real fast. God damn it.
Oksana asked where you were.
Still heading north on West Highway.
Soon after that, Jamar, which is one of our higher-ups, one of our leaders, got kidnapped by, I forget what her name is. Everyone just calls her the blue-haired lady, but I'm not exactly sure what her actual name is. I think they said so a while ago, but I don't have the best memory, so I probably forgot that. But basically Jamar got kidnapped, and the way he did it was, or the way that he got kidnapped was very weird, which we found out actually today. But we found out that he got kidnapped from the bank, which has cameras, so there can't be any crime there. So the only way that would be possible is basically Jamar had let the woman in his car to talk, but he had apparently driven off of the bank, and then she pulled a knife on him and made him obviously drive somewhere and took him as a hostage. But the only way that Jamar would again be able to go out of the bank and then get kidnapped is if he was probably setting it up, because that's what we think, because we don't think Jamar is dumb enough to actually leave bank when he has someone who knows that they have stuff against us. So that's our main reason for thinking Jamar may be the mole and may have set up the whole entire kidnapping situation. So as you can see already, the whole situation is pretty damn complicated, and it only gets more complicated from here.
Yeah.
Jamar, you okay?
Like an actual supercar, just because they're
I'll just
freaking
work it.
messed up.
Clear the radio for now.
I already.
Let them talk.
Alright. Oh, dead guy? What is that? There's a dead guy. So, this probably is honestly gonna have to turn out to be its own video, because it just gets more and more complicated. My freaking whole stream and I were trying to figure it out as well, but there was freaking a lot of stuff going on, and I don't know. It was just very complicated overall. But to go along with what I was saying, the next thing that happened was one of our members, which was Alicia, which is very new to the gang, and we didn't know anything about her really. And our leader as well, Vahan, doesn't know much about her, so that's why we suspect her as well. Rescued Jamar, but didn't relay any info of her rescuing him. And then when asked by Oksana why she didn't reveal anything, or didn't retell it to us, we found out that she just completely ignored it, wouldn't respond to any of the texts, so that makes her probably the other mole, or at least that's we're suspicious of her being the other mole, and I'm pretty sure that she's either married to or dating Jamar, so that'd be another reason for them to, be working together. Again, as you can see, we're not even halfway through this list, and it's very complicated. Again, hopefully the clips will explain a little bit more than me just trying to say it, and also, not the best of explaining stuff, so hopefully the clips explain it better than me trying to. But next, after that, Pablo and I started getting weird texts, which were from a whole different organization that we ended up figuring was called the Institution. So now we have two spy organizations, both going after the wanted. I have no idea where I just driven. This is a sick place though for a house. Smoke Tree Road. Is that actually what it's called? Wait a second. This is like a freaking Seaweed's mansion. Smoke Tree Road. That's great. Geez, yeah, this is a long list, and we're not even a quarter way through. But, so Pablo and I started getting weird texts from a different organization that we later found out to be known as the Institution, which, again, I'll put up their logo right now, and I think they have, like, a forum posts or some other stuff that I'll try and get. Again, this video is going to be pretty intensive, me just explaining stuff and putting stuff on screen, so hopefully it's not too boring, hopefully some of it makes sense. But, so we started getting very weird riddles. I'll actually show you guys some of them now, and I'll show you them on the clips as well, because there was some pretty cool clips that happened, but... You want me to text it, you said? Or did you get a text?
You need to speak to whoever got that number trace, or that number trace. See if you can get this number trace as well.
Oh, possibly. I mean, we're getting threats, that's criminal activity, they should be able to trace it.
Are you guys still getting the same number? Is it the same number that's texted?
Yeah, wait, Pablo, let's just confirm it right now. What's the number?
I don't know, I just got a text from them just now.
Yeah, what's the number?
509-5357.
Yeah, it's the same number.
Okay.
Wait, who's...
They texted me and said, my little minions and demons tracking you down and you don't have a clue.
Well, there's no rhymes in that. That one was shit.
I feel like somebody should stay outside and keep a lookout.
Dude, Dude, so we have a mole. We know that.
Might be a good idea.
God damn it.
Thank you, dude.
It is.
We have stuff like this, which is... Here we go. Tell your boy Pablo to check his iPhone. Just know we are watching closely. Nobody knows us, and no one ever will. Everyone tries and tries, but always fails. We are back better than ever. Taking away every organization, slowly but surely. Just watch your back. We got a bunch more attacks as we went on. We got some more riddles, stuff like that. Which basically the riddles ended up being... they want Pablo to actually leave the Wanted, and they want me to leave the Wanted to join their organization, which I'm not going to do. Obviously. But for some reason they're after both of us to join it, and they had info on Pablo from like a long time ago, because Pablo actually used to be the leader of a different gang called the Bloods, and as you can see, as I'm saying more and more, it gets a lot more complicated from here. But basically, after that whole situation and us getting these very weird texts over and over again, we had found out that whoever the mole is, whoever this other organization is, which would be, again, the institution, not CIT this time, knew a lot about our history. They knew all about Pablo's history, about him being in the Bloods and everything that happened in the Bloods with him. So again, way more complicated than it started out being. Then after that, what is this thing doing here? After that, the number that was texting Pablo and I, again, we originally thought it was CIT. I already explained a little bit that it was actually the institution, which is, I guess, another spy organization. So we have two spy organizations after the Wanted. Apparently they've both been after us for months, so they probably have a bunch of moles. We have no idea who's who. But at the moment, we can only trust, I think, 4 people, which would be Lola, Oksana, and Pablo, and then Vahan as well. Although Vahan has been acting a little weird, so we're still figuring that one out. But at the moment, we know that Lola is not part of it because she helped us out with some stuff earlier with another member who we thought was a mole. We're still not sure if he's a mole, and that gets way more complicated, so we're not going to go into that one either, just yet. And then Oksana, of course, because she was getting threatened as well by them, and then Pablo as well. So we have knowledge that the 4 of us, or the 5 of us, are not moles, but right now that's all we really got for main knowledge about who can and cannot be the mole. So we have another, because I think there's like 40 members in the Wanted. Any of those 40 could be the mole, and we're guessing there's probably 1 to 3. Again, this whole thing's pretty complicated. Hopefully some of the Twitch clips can explain it a little bit better than I am, because again, not the best explaining stuff. But later during this, we had a big meeting, which again, I'll hopefully be able to find during that stream, with the Wanted, about a couple things where there was a mysterious guy outside who kept driving around in a batty, listening to our conversations, you know, goes by some really sketchy stuff. Unless they turn their phone off. Oh, dude, that as well.
Making a circle.
I heard a BF. I heard a BF. Sour Apple, thanks for the follow.
Is someone helping Cage again?
I fucking heard a BF. Where is it? Where is that BF?
But not Cage.
BF right there. Right there. I found him.
Hey, I just got the rooks. I'm on my way.
Okay. Yeah.
Fuck, that's him. That has to be him.
You can let us know though.
That has to be him.
Yeah.
It wouldn't happen to
that has to be him. That has to be.
They have apparently.
He has a fucking gun out.
Has met.
He's leaving?
Before.
That has to be him.
Brandon Fitz.
That has to.
He's not sure it was her, but he says when
that's
I
him. That's him 100%.
Said her name. He was like, oh.
All right. So also, if there's a couple cuts in here, oh my god, let's not die. If there's a couple cuts in here, it's because let's still not die. Ooh. Jeez, okay. If there is a couple cuts in here, it's because I'm trying to explain this all in one go, but my mind does not function that fast. So there might be a couple cuts when I get off topic or I can't talk properly. It's triads. I'm just driving around random places as well. But, so next, after that meeting, we had a smaller private meeting with just Pablo, Oksana, and I, which I'll put that clip in now. Or at least have it overlaid so I can, you guys can get a little visual of what I'm talking about. But we were talking, and we basically found out that it has to be most likely Alicia and Jamar, at least for the moles. Because with Alicia, we found out that basically around the time that she joined the Wanted, which again, we didn't really have any real reason for her to join other than being with Jamar. But around the time that she joined is when this stuff kind of started happening, and a little bit of time before that it started happening as well. So we're thinking it's mostly her and Jamar. That's really our two biggest leads at the moment. The other big part that thinks it's going to be Alicia and Jamar is that Alicia, after she saved him from being kidnapped, again, I think I said this earlier as well, but just to reiterate, she didn't let any of us know, and then when Oksana asked why she didn't let any of us know, she would completely ignore it, wouldn't answer it. So that makes her very suspicious and leads to us having our most doubts about Jamar and Alicia, although Jamar is pretty higher up, which again makes it a little weird why he would want to betray us and become a mole. But you know, I guess anything can happen. But later on, don't worry, we're almost getting to the end of this. This is quite the long explanation. This might just be its own video on its own, honestly, and I might just insert some different clips as I'm talking about them, which hopefully, if I've done it, you guys have been seeing that, and hopefully the Twitch clips explain it a little bit better than me in my bad English, or my stuttering English. But, after Pablo asked Jamar again about the whole thing, later on, I think they met actually today, because the whole explanation for how he got kidnapped was a little off, and he wouldn't really clarify it too much, so it's just even more suspicion towards Jamar's part. And then the numbers that were texting both Oksana, me, and Pablo, we didn't find more about, but we did in fact get multiple texts about us joining them, and even if the Wanted ever disbands or something bad happens to the Wanted, us joining them. But I'm not sure if we're going to want to do that. Again, they do have all of the info for almost any gang, and they've infiltrated, apparently according to them, which again, we don't know if they're lying, have infiltrated pretty much all of the major gangs. What is going on? It's my old Dominator. But that's pretty much going to be the explanation. Now, if there's anything I forgot, I will try and add some more Twitch clips to explain it a little bit better. Again, I've said this like a couple of times already. Hopefully this isn't too confusing, but again, it was a 8-hour stream, and 4 hours of that was us trying to figure this out with both chat and both everyone, because it was freaking complicated and pretty confusing. But hopefully the Twitch clips explained it a little bit more and made the video a little bit more entertaining and bearable to watch, other than my horrible voice commentating over it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of a different video. Again, the next video will be an actual full commentated video, not just Twitch clips anymore. Sorry about that, by the way, for the decline in some of the quality as well. But either way, I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you enjoyed, please leave a like. And if you want to, subscribe. And I will see you in the next episode.